Wills is still here for the last couple of weeks. I've really messed some stuff up.
It's okay. We're trying to get back into things. No sound. Can you hear us now? Is that a late? Okay, good now. Okay, cool. All right, sweet.
That's what I was worried about because that's the problem. It's yeah. So all right. So
sweet.
Good to have you back, brother.
That's awesome. All right.
So,
sweet.
yeah, big weekend at Dade City as we just coming off round 7 as we're past halfway point and we're just getting down to the gritty right here as now we're getting down to the end of the season. This is the last well, once this next round happens, there's no buying back. So if you're in the points or you're considering on you're going the rest of the series, whatever, you got to make that decision now because as of round 8, there's no buyback points. So if you want to buy back, you got to get a hold of us before round 8 and check out the points. Becky will be posting the points and all that stuff.
That's for people obviously who missed the race already, and for future if they think they're going to miss a round in the future. Or they started
late. Say like if you found I-Form-X round 4, and then you've been doing 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I can get them buyback. So you basically pay for the 20-point sign up for each round, and that goes up until round 8. But after round 8, there's no buying back.
Okay.
Because
so you can't buy round 9 or 10, right? That's what I was asking.
No, like if you're not going to be there, you can say, hey, I'm not going to be there at round 10, but I want to prepay, and you can get your 20 points. Absolutely, as long as you do it ahead of time. There's just no back buying.
Okay.
And what it does is just gives us shootout to the end, and nobody can get any quick points on round 9 right before round 10. That kind of thing. So
awesome.
So
that's
the big news though, Grant Curry. Tough break for him as one of our points leaders.
Took a hard fall.
Crashed on Dade City Saturday night deal and practice. And so we wish him a speedy recovery and just a tough break because he was the points leader. So we hate to see that happening. But this, it's the series and all kinds of stuff can happen. So
absolutely. You can't get ahead of yourself, I guess I could say. Just the slightest things could happen so quickly,
Absolutely. But the battles were good as the 65 class, good battles is all continued. And then the 85s, you got the Tebow and you got the
Tebow and
Ben was doing good. I mean, a lot of them guys are running really good this weekend.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Definitely noticed it. Also, in the 50 class, the Tootin and then the 18.
Tootin and Muniz. Holy cow, that was crazy.
Fun to watch on the 50s as well.
Oh, even the big bikes, Grady and 255 on the Kawasaki. Unfortunately, I don't remember the name, but man, that was a crazy one. He was on the rails. The Kawasaki was. It was actually Grady's first race back in a while. He used to ride with for a little while, and I was announcing it. Next thing you know, he's 255 got in the lead. He was leading it and fell down. I was like, oh, now Grady's back in the lead. 255 would get back up. He would start charging, was pushing, and then. Boom, he'd catch up to Grady and fall after he made the pass in the first again. And then, long story short, he fell twice in the same exact turn, and it ended up falling last lap. 2 turns to go, fell, and Grady passed him, got back in the lead, and took the win.
He's got to work on his composure a little bit.
Dude, I was like, wow, this is a good one.
It's it's a tempo of the race. It's controlling that and the battle. I mean, there's so much to racing. So it's that's why it takes time. It takes a good series. Like if you're a beginner rider, it takes you the full series. And if you're at the top, then you move on. If not, if you're at the bottom still, the second year is usually your year. So
I'm just going to
lot to learn. Just like Dell, I would say Dell is a prime example for, like he's the fastest kid or, one of the fastest in the class, but he just can't keep it on 2 wheels.
Yeah. He'll get it. It's just going to take some time and reputation. You always got to do the perfect the practice. Perfect practice makes perfect, right?
Absolutely.
Perfect.
All right.
Don't worry about what I just did. I have to do that every time, but I didn't get to it this time.
All right. Just wanted to clarify. Next round is not this weekend, but the next weekend. We're going to go to Lazy Springs.
Round 8, Lazy Springs. Bring them fishing poles.
Yes, so Lazy Springs weekend. We're going to be doing a fishing tournament at 4:00 on Saturday. So Saturday practice 9 to 2, as normal, and then we'll shift over into our fishing tournament from 4 to 7. At 7 o'clock, we'll have a little meetup, get pictures. If you catch fish, we're throwing them all back, but we're taking pictures of them. And at 7 o'clock, we'll have like a little, what's it called? I guess award ceremony or just a,
There's gonna be. Is there trophies or is it?
I don't know. We're working on the awards as far as, but there'll be something for that tournament. Last year, I think it was cash.
Wow.
So we'll just see how everything plays out.
That would be nice.
We'll be filling everybody in. But Lazy Springs, like we like to have fun and then we like to race. So Saturdays practice and a fishing tournament for fun. They got zip lines and all kinds of good stuff.
Little ledge to jump off of as well.
I mean, a lot of cool stuff. So we're going to be getting a lot of good footage from Lazy Springs and
absolutely.
So Lazy, the track is sand. It's fast. It's not
it's wide open for sure. It's a lot of room to pass.
It's not like the jumpiest. It's just more. It gets
ski
rough
jumps.
And I like it because this series, I'm trying to go to all different types of tracks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hard to the soft.
Yeah.
So this is just nasty, like Cocoa. We used to have Cocoa Beach back in the day. So yeah, this kind of reminds me of back in the day, running over there. So it's just gonna be nasty. And
how about the old Dirty Foot?
Main thing is there's gonna be people that blow their bikes up. Why do they blow the bikes up? Because they're holding
wide open second gear,
and you're not shifting fourth or fifth. So
not good.
Every time
not
we go
good.
Lazy, there's bikes that so you just gotta. It's just learning to ride that sand, and if you like it.
If you feel like it's not pulling, it's probably time to shift up because
when you're topped out, shift the bike.
Yep.
So, but yes, it's always a good time when we go to Lazy, and based on Mesa Park gone and different all these things happening, you never know. So next year,
be
Lazy,
some new tracks,
or we go to Lazy a couple times, just depending on what happens next year, how many we have. But I definitely want to do more stuff with Lazy. It's just getting it all together.
You know what track? I just thought of what happened to that old Lakeland track. Remember, it was all sand.
Mulberry?
Yeah, Mulberry.
Checked into it already. We looked into it years ago. It's just a little bit, it didn't work out, the price range and that kind of stuff.
Didn't you have a race there? Well,
there used to be.
Or was it the Gold Cup that went there?
I don't think they went. No, you're talking about the old Lakeland track out there by there. That's
the blue, like at the building in the middle.
That's different. That's out there at Lakeland Speedway. No,
whatever happened to that
sold
track?
All that stuff. There's like big warehouses and everything. It's totally. What I'm looking at is the Boneyard. You ever heard of that place?
I think
it's like a state park. But
is that Bone Valley?
No.
Okay.
No, it's the Boneyard. It's called. Yeah, the Boneyard. But it's over in Lakeland. It's just a state park. It's kind of like Croom. It's just like a state park, but they have a track in there and they have some stuff. So I was going to go over there and see what they have. I haven't really seen it personally. I just want to go over there and check. But yeah, we're always open to new places. And
absolutely. Absolutely.
We lose some. Hopefully we gain some more. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Excited about the new Moto Bros coming.
Yep.
So we
Punta Gorda. Absolutely.
We have things coming, but then we're losing stuff at the same time. So.
They said, bring back Barto. Wish, man. We wish.
I wish like somebody could get a hold of the owner and say, look, you're not doing nothing with it, for the next couple of years.
Let us get a lease.
Can we get a lease? And then, the gates are there. Everything's there. So it's just a matter of somebody. I mean, it's a good opportunity if you can fish down and try to make things happen there. So.
Absolutely.
Don't forget to use the Rocky Mountain $10 credits. Okay. That they go to your email. If you signed up, Becky's been kind of looping everybody that signed up. She's been just looping everybody but make sure that you use them credits because they expire. So if you try to build them up too long, they're gone. So make sure that you do use your Rocky Mountain gift cards as they're set in your emails.
I got mine.
As this is the last round of buyback races you missed. So 20-point sign up. I'm just kind of jotting down the notes that Becky gave to us. You have to race 9 out of the 11 for the overall banquet. So just keep in mind, if you've missed races, make sure at the banquet time, if you race 7 races and you're in whatever place, and then all of a sudden your name's not on the thing because you got to race 9 out of the 11. So make sure you pay attention. And if you need to buy back, just get with us before this round. So just make sure you pay attention. So quads will have to do 7, as the quads are a little bit less. So quads 7 races. Buggies are the same. They have to race all the races. So buggies have the shortest amount of races, and then the quads, and then we got the bikes. So Lazy Springs round 8, June 24th and 25th. So it's not this weekend, but the next weekend. And that's our last one before the big finale.
We got a few questions here.
All right.
Is it too late to join the series for this season?
No. I mean, it just depends on how many races that you've raced. If
in what class you're in.
See, the way we do the banquet and the overall awards, if you sign up in 9 out of the 11 races, you're going to get awards. So no matter, like, if you didn't race very many, but you signed up for like 5 of them, you might get, the back of the pack, if there's 8 or 10 eligible. So you're going to, but you'll still be able to attend the banquet. You've seen the banquet.
Yeah, absolutely.
You get a bunch of stuff, and it's a good time. It's part of the I-4 family. So it's looking forward to the banquet this year.
They're not just, they just don't reward just top 3, you reward.
No, it's based on just if you raced, but the top guys, like obviously the champions are going to get a little bit the most stuff.
Absolutely. But you play,
but each person will get like a little goodie bag, and then you have chances to win the giveaways, the raffles. There's all kinds of stuff. You could walk out with a bike.
Yeah. You gave away an electric bike and a regular bike before.
So we had
last year was awesome for sure. I liked it. What's going on, Scott? And also, we got another question here by Cody saying, where do you buy back? Where can you go to buy back?
You just basically get a hold of me or Becky. You can get a hold of Becky Yoho basically on Facebook. I would go to I-4 just if you'll message us on I-4, and then my wife Becky will
on the Facebook page, I-4 Facebook page, not the YouTube.
Yeah, not the YouTube. No.
If just in case some of you guys are watching from YouTube, just looking to race my quad. See y'all at Lazy.
We're a lot more active with Facebook than the website. So just make sure, if you just go through Facebook, we'll either me or Becky will answer you back, and we'll get you all set up. Ready for Lazy is the banquet will be September 23rd. That's at Dade City. So if we just came off this last week and they got that big building up front, that's where we're going to be. June
24th and 25th.
September 23rd. That's what it is. September 23rd. I was thinking September 17th, but it's September 23rd. So make sure, as tickets will start, they'll go on sale probably about round 9. So once we get to Spider MX and we start the last 3 rounds, as we got 3 in a row, Spider, Miami, Moto Bros, and then the big party. Have fun, popping champagne for the champions. We're gonna run.
There was a lot. We did that at Moto Bros last year.
It's gonna be champagne. Yes,
that was cool.
It's gonna be it's just gonna be a run down to the end, and then it's gonna be heartbreaking guys that get second. And it's just gonna suck, and then there's gonna be champions, and then there's gonna be okay with it. There's all that stuff's gonna be happening, and then it's that last 3 races. We're battling the rainy season. Just a lot of stuff. So,
absolutely.
This just a reminder. I just wanted to remind you. Grant Curry crashed at Dade City practice, as dislocated, fractured both arms. So he's not gonna be wiping his butt for a while.
Not good.
So we wish him a speedy recovery.
This is Miami double points for the quad since it's our last round.
That's a question over my head.
You're asking for a lot.
Double points. The last round. 100%. Yes. Last round for the bikes is double points, and then the last round for the quads. So yes, 100%. That'll be quads last round double points. Yep.
Gotta remember that.
Some stuff I just got to think about. So.
All right. Points. Is that our overall point standing right now?
Yeah, overall points as of today. I don't know if Becky's put them out on Facebook, but we do have the points here in front of us. Let me go get my glasses.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, let's just talk a little bit about our points. It's Ollie, our points leader, 700 points. Didn't
race this weekend.
So this opens up the door. All of a sudden, Styles Tootens moves up.
There you go, Styles.
He's within 90. And then Osceola, and then
right there.
Esteban,
Birdie
Maverick,
and Bartlett and
they're
Johnson.
all in there, a tight battle for
Wow.
third, fourth, and fifth. So the Pee Wee class is looking really good as we head into Lazy Springs. It's going to be sand, tough. I gotta think about that.
But you rode them on. I think you rode them on the side track.
Yeah, they
last
ran
time.
the small track, so it's just a little bit different there. But it's sand. It's really sand. So yeah,
it's really sand.
It's very tough for them to make it around the whole track. So, but yeah. All right. So Pee Wee's juniors, Osceola 650, 550 Esteban, and then Easton Craig 430 as the junior class. Senior class as Sebastian Tooten 660, 600 is Munez, as that's the battle I was talking about. Them guys are going back and forth. Easton Ruffin in third as Ethan Tardy. Yep, in fourth place is 50cc seniors. 50cc open, Sebastian Tooten 660, Emmanuel Munez. So these guys are battling multiple classes. Ollie Johnson in third in that one. As Samuel fourth, Easton Ruffing tied for fourth.
Matt goes, really sand is an understatement. Because you said really sandy. Real sand. Yeah, it's real sand.
Yeah, it's gonna be it's totally different. So you go from the hard pack, everybody, it's easy to ride, to this is just gonna be hard to ride. If you know how to ride sand, you can ride anything.
There you go. That's what the old saying was.
If you don't know,
back at Dade City, boy, that backtrack, holy moly. I used to fall in those sand whoops all the time.
65 beginner is Samuel Lopes. Right now, points leader 670, Sebastian Tooten 610, and then O'Donnell 570 points, as that's the top three gunner. Caldas right out in fourth, 490, and then Parker on the 420 points. So top five, 65 beginner, 5 to 8. Good to see a bunch of riders. You know, it's good battles.
Wow.
Ferris, another newcomer this year to the series. He's the points leader in the 65 9 to 11 beginner. And then Ronnie Dell.
Only 20 points. Look at that.
He's 20 points behind him. And then Burns. Did you see the Ronnie Dell start in the second moto?
Where he almost had the whole shot?
No, you didn't see the second moto start?
He looped out?
No, he went on the wrong gate.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Hauls ass back to the starting gate.
No, he jumped the big wall, and then he goes through, like, Lake Dade City. And then I'm like,
I didn't get to see all that part.
The line. Eddie's like held him, and then he went around, and then
Eddie dropped the gate.
He dropped the gate, and it was
turns around and takes
it was legal. It was legal. I was like, oh my god.
He did drop the gate though before he could, turn around
But the whole thing is
right.
Just let the people, like he did all that. All he had to do is pull over and let the whole class pass him, and then start in and last.
Yeah.
You could, if that happens to you and you go to the
it was
gate,
happening so quick for him, man.
Make it back. Just pull over to the side, let the whole class pass you, and then you pull in behind him. It's the same difference.
He'll know now. It's all right.
But yeah, Bill. Not Bill. Dell's. Yeah,
he's almost
his race too. He went from passing to crash.
I know.
Crash. So yeah,
he'll get it. He's still coming back.
Yeah, that's fun to watch, that class. 65 beginner, 9 to 11. Also 65 regular 9 to 11. One of the best classes for me to watch as well is Regina.
On that 45.
590 points.
He knows how to put that battle in.
580. Robinson,
10 points.
510. Maleko, 480. All of these kids are going at it.
The 220, man, he's on fire. He's on fire.
Yeah, Maleko's been hot the last 2 rounds.
He did pretty good
As
this
you gotta
weekend.
remember, Ryder Robinson about 3 rounds ago, he was
a champion.
He was the winner. He was the winner, but then he hurt his knee, and Maleko's taken that. But Regina definitely looked good as well this week. So he was.
Oh yeah.
These guys all. I mean, I'll be happy.
Give it up to them all. Top 5 for sure.
Yep. So yeah, it was fun watching Matthew second, Robinson third, Maleko, and then Doyle outside 440 points. I want to mention his name because he's 440 points, the number 300. So
yeah,
I'm sure he's right there with them as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No, the 300 Doyle he's been doing good too. He's literally right behind
the gas.
No, that's the Yamaha. He's on a Yamaha.
Yeah, I'll have to check out.
Unless he's changed bikes. I mean,
yeah, there's a lot of these good kids, man. A lot of good kids. Is that 65 open? All right, 65 open. So we did the 65 911. So 65 opens with everybody. Ryder Robinson 560. He leads.
He is leading it. Yep.
Matthew sitting in second in both of them classes, 530 points.
With Adam.
tied with Regina. Yeah.
Wow.
And then Maleko 520. So
he's 10 points behind him.
There's 40 points divides the first 4 riders, so that's going to be
So they all got the same amount of points,
and they're heading to Lazy Springs.
Who's gonna come? Are they all coming?
Oh yeah, I think so. Of course, it's too good of a battle to miss it.
All right,
for sure on this. All right, 85 711 beginner Jaden Sparks is 630 points, and then Bryce Lawfer 570 points. Giametti, we missed Giametti. There was several people. Giametti told me, but we definitely missed. There were several people that wasn't there that we missed. I mean, Cabrero, Giametti. There was Danny. Yeah, there was definitely
Bruner was there, right? Or not?
Who?
Bruner.
Yes, he was there. But what it is Dade City. You didn't know if it was going to rain. You didn't know,
Well, it did Saturday though.
That's what I'm saying. Is some people just didn't,
But the track was perfect. It was dust on the track at the end of the day. There's dust.
Like I say, I just know I tried to give everybody heads up. It's just the way that it drains and what Dade City can do. So I knew that we could do that.
Another thing I want to shout out Bryce Lawfer. I mean, he wasn't a shout out, but he was rolling this past weekend, but he was in the lead 2 separate races and fell in the turn. Last couple laps, literally the last lap, the one, and then
this is the 115.
The 115.
And again, this is
they're doing good, man. It's just gotta
they're still learning to put it together. They got the speed, they got all that stuff, but they got to put it together.
Absolutely.
But that's what this is about: is kids like him and Dell, guys, just learning the
come to the
composure.
Come to the summer camp. It's
Definitely
going down.
A reminder: summer camp.
Absolutely.
Is next week, as that's what
I got it on my calendar.
Well, next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll be at Okeechobee doing summer camp, and then we'll shift over, come back here Thursday, and then Friday leave for Lazy Springs. So we got a lot planned for next week. We will not be doing this podcast next Wednesday.
What?
So this is the podcast for our Lazy Springs. So we want to get on here and make sure that we, fill everybody in. As Lazy Springs is we'll be announcing all the stuff online. Becky will be taking care of that. We just physically won't be able to do a podcast next week because it'll be so busy with the summer camp and then getting back here Thursday, trying to get all the trophies stuck, everything ready to go.
Any new news for the summer camp? Should we bring a guest on?
What's that? We got a guest?
I'm just asking. So you want to call anybody?
Do we have anybody?
You want to talk to somebody about the summer camp? Is there anything new?
Man, honestly, if
Matt, you want to come on?
Matt, hit us up. Send him a link. That'd be cool. I'll go through some more of these. We'll get, hopefully Matt's available. As definitely wanted to talk to him a little bit about the other stuff as well, too. 85 7-11 advance. Brody Hines, 660 points. He is our points leader there. Braden Benz, talk a little bit about him as Braden looks solid this weekend. First moto, definitely noticeable difference. Guy in couple good shots as he's the points leader in advance. Lane Thompson second, Tebow third, That was a good little race this weekend. I wish Tebow was running the whole series with us. Super Mini, Jaden Mosley, Grant Curry, second place, and then Blake Mara as Curry breaking his arms. Tough break. That's just a bummer. It's
not good. Not good.
You can I don't know. There's no wrong or right, It's like you want to be safe, and then like, you want to do everything too.
Yep.
And then it rained, and just, shit can happen. So
absolutely. Here we go. Look at this.
All right.
You ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. We're going to bring on Matt Bill right now so we can talk about the summer camp coming up next week. What's going on, Mr. Matt? How's it happening?
Good. How you guys doing? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
You need a little pixie dust from the boy. What's going on?
Not much, guys. You want to talk real quick about where we're at on summer camp?
Absolutely.
All right, cool. So I checked today. We've got like 60 people signed up, which we're going to probably cap this at 70. So if you're wanting to get in, we got about 10 more spots. Last year we had 75. We're going to be right at that. So, I mean, like, this is your last shot to get in. I had probably 10 people today sign up. There's a family coming from Columbia, not South Carolina, but the actual country of Columbia. And supposedly, I don't know, the dad hit me up. I think his Hardy's going to be there. So, it's like the South Americans, they all, like, when they see Hardy, they're like, man, we want to be there. So I guess his kid's like second fastest in all of South America on an 85, supposedly. Wow. That's what he said.
All right.
Wow. So, yeah. So he's going to be there. And I think he's got a brother that's riding a 65. So we're going to have a good group of people. We got all the food set. We got the water slide ordered. We got everything ready to go. So, yeah, man, if anybody else wants to sign up, just make sure you message me on Facebook or Instagram, and we'll get you in there.
Well, we can't wait. We're excited. This is next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So,
yep.
Get in while you can.
So 19th, 20th, and 21st. So not this coming Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but the following.
Yeah.
The Lazy Springs, yes.
Right, Lazy Springs right afterwards.
Absolutely. It's going to be a busy week.
We're excited for sure.
Yep.
What about, tell us a little bit. I wanted to ask you last week about the pros. You just came from the first outdoor national, and I just wanted to get your experience on the pro level as well.
Yeah. So it was, it was something. Like, I had the whole, I walked up to the team manager's tower, and I walk up in there, and like Roger DeCoster is standing right beside me. And I'm like,
that's awesome.
And Lars, the guy that's head of HRC, I mean, Star Racing Yamaha, I mean, all of us are up, like, looking at the screens, watching the riders. So it was kind of surreal, to be honest with you. It was pretty amazing. And, I was super proud of the guys. Both Scott and Hardy got in. Scott, he had only been walking 3 weeks after he went to the race. I didn't even expect him to show up. I told him when he was there, after he qualified, I said, I'm going to be honest with you. I told all the mechanics that you weren't going to be here. And he shows up and he qualifies 36th, last spot, gets in and is running pretty good. I mean, second moto, he's running, I think, 18th. And then just ran out of gas and got a dirt claw down his throat and was dry heaving inside his helmet. So he couldn't finish. But
holy cow.
He came off the track and I saw him and he was not in good shape. But then this past weekend at Hangtown, both Hardy and Scott qualified again. It was Cole's first race. He didn't quite get in. It was his first shot at an outdoor race. It's a lot different, and he's coming off injury. So he's ready. He's ready for the next round. But yeah, Scott was running second moto. He finished 18th. So got a top 20. Second moto for Hardy, he got 20th. And so when you looked on the roster, I mean, this year the 250 class is actually tougher than 450. Everybody, everybody in front of Hardy was on a factory team or a factory support team, pretty much. So
Absolutely.
I was really happy to have little old HBI Racing, up there amongst the big boys. So, we're in the main pits with all the big factory rigs right there with them. And then, I don't know if you guys seen the posts on Facebook and stuff, but we're actually feeding the privateers. We put a post up. I put a post up at 9:00 one night. 12 hours later, we had raised $6,000 for meals to feed basically the entire pits.
That's
Holy
awesome.
cow. That is amazing.
Yeah, I mean, like people like Sandbox donated like 5 or 6 meals, Moto Sandbox. A buddy of mine, Glenn Stringer, who I literally had met one time before at a Day in the Dirt race, he donated multiple meals for the race, and a bunch of other folks,
Wow.
Anthony Cap. I mean, I'll forget half of them, but really, really appreciative of that. And I mean, we had 30 people last week. We served Olive Garden and had 30 privateers, mechanics, drivers there eating. And, I mean, we're not doing it to build goodwill in the pits, but it does. I mean, people are
Absolutely.
like,
No, it's the
What?
same. Yeah.
It's just to help.
Well,
Yeah.
I was always a privateer myself, so I feel you. Always needed help. So
Takes thousands of dollars coming out of the privateer rider's pocket. If they don't even have a sponsor to get them there, they may have sponsors on their bike, but that don't mean that they're actually
they
paying the money to get them there.
just to eat.
And then they got to eat, hotel. That's not, the travel.
Yeah, that's cool that you're
takes a lot.
impacting, the big leagues just like you do with the I-4. So that's awesome, man.
That's the whole plan. That's one of the reasons why we're there. I mean, we want our riders to do good, and they are super proud of them. But yeah, we want to impact the community while we're there as well, and let people know what HBI racing is about, which is good racing, good riders, but also helping out the community. And I think people were a little skeptical at first, because they're like, why is this race team feeding us who are competing against them the next day? Like that's, they didn't really understand that. But, once they got in there and they're like, oh, this is like for real. We're not poisoning their food or putting.
Yes.
Yeah, but it was really cool. So yeah, they're headed to Thunder Valley this week. And we're doing every round, all the rounds of outdoor. And then all 3 guys, we have them committed, Scott Hardy and Cole, for Supercross 24, all rounds and all rounds next year. So yeah,
that's awesome.
That's awesome.
For a few months.
It gives our people too, is somebody to cheer for. And then also when they go to these pro races and they walk through the pits, like, hey, we know, these guys.
Yeah,
so it's just really, really cool. So
yeah, man, it's exciting. So I'm just thankful to be part of it. A year ago, there's no way I thought we would be here. But God's good. He's provided the means. We're gonna do it.
All right, awesome. Well, we appreciate you coming on with us, Matt, and
guys.
We'll see you at the camp, and then are you going to Lazy Springs with us as well?
Yes, sir. I will be there. Going to be sand surfing.
All right.
Yeah, bring your fishing poles.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right, take it easy. Thank you, guy.
All right, man. See you later.
Yeah.
Bye.
Sweet.
All right. That
was Matt Bell with HBI.
Make sure you get in on the summer camp. Is just like he was saying with the food and all that. He does everything for the summer camp. So you got 60, 75 kids, and then we have multiple instructors. So they're pretty much, you're looking about 10 kids per group, and then they rotate, every 45 minutes. They rotate around, and then pretty much it's about like 18 hours of riding in 3 days. So just to riding alone, they're going to get a lot, plus all the help from the instructors. I mean, it's just definitely a win-win. And if you care about your kid, safety, that's all you can really do as a parent is, they're going to go out there and risk it. But, if you give them good training, you've done everything you could do. So,
absolutely. Because the faster you go, the more you got to have the skill there to control the bike and know what to do in certain, areas of the track, technique. It all comes down to
there's a lot to it.
Knowing.
There's a lot.
You got to know.
To it. So you want to build a strong base, from section to section, good, good body position, good, strong base, and just make a safe rider. So that's pretty much what it's about. And then the second part is getting comfortable on the bike and just being comfortable.
What do you mean? I can't just get on a dirt bike and just hold it wide open?
You can. You can get hurt too. All right, so I don't want to miss no classes.
Absolutely,
for sure, because I definitely
don't keep ripping it.
So, but yeah, Braden Ben's link. Yep, got that one. Super Mini is
flip it back. I think you're there.
Yeah, but we've already done it. 125 two-stroke only, Dominic Withrow, 540 points. Cabrera 480. As Cabrera's fallen because he wasn't there, but I gotta imagine he's probably looking at the points and saying, we can skip this one and we'll get this one.
Oh yeah, they're already planning a buyback.
So
it's okay.
There's a lot of stuff, which is good to have a cushion lead or good, to be able to do that stuff. So as Colburn in the third, Baker fourth, O'Connor, as them guys, come in and out. So Davison Santos, 125, 250 beginner, Mosley second, Enzo third, Withrow fourth, and Godoy. That's the beginner class. 125, 250C, Cabrera 450, Simblat 430. Both of them missed.
Wow. That's crazy.
It's Colborn 410 now. So now all of a sudden we got 3-rider. Yeah, that's perfect. And so now that puts him, there's 40 points that divides the 125C top 3 guys. So that's going to be really good. Joey Hansen only. Joseph. What's that? 70, 80.
I don't know.
He's not down by that far. So that is still opened up to everybody. 125, 250 advance, Hunter Vaughn. None of these guys has really done enough to be in the. All right, Schoolboy, 480 points, Cabrera, 460, Mosley.
Boom.
And Deegan Johnson, 340.
With Blake.
What's that?
With Blake and Grant. Right there, all behind them.
Yeah, no, it's just a bummer, Yeah. So, all right, plus 25. Cowherd right now is 84, looking good as he's out there. Each in the plus 40, and Hobbs and Beeman. Donaldson top 3. Adriana Mosley, junior girls leader, is Murphy second. Schoolboy, I already said that. All right, do a couple.
Thank you. All right, here we go. Women's class. Kendall Matthey, 740. She won this weekend. Got O'Donnell with 420 in third or second. Samantha Palmer in third with 280. Got our mini quad. You got Jet Richardson in first.
Yeah, good
got
turnout.
The quad women.
Also, I want to mention the buggies and the quads.
The buggies for sure, turnout, absolutely.
For the buggies and the quads, it was good racing. I got some good shots on the videos, so yeah,
go check it out on YouTube.
As the quads and the buggies, they did a good job as well.
Quad women, first place. Lulich, she took the win this weekend as well. Rouse taking second, Thomas third, Corelli fourth, Hernandez fifth, and Hernandez sixth. You got that plus 50 with Moore in first place. Driscoll second, Andres in third, O'Leary fourth, and Kemper in fifth. Looking good. All right, quad plus 25. Here we are. You got Walsh in that first place spot with 330, with Corelli in second with 300, so they're 30 points behind. And then Parker in third, Slavin in fourth, Hernandez in fifth, battling out with Shower. And then Chevette in seventh, Jones eighth, and Colbert is in ninth.
I don't know if we need to do all that. We just kind of keep it right up here in these points right here.
You got to give the credit where credit's due. Becky told me.
Everybody. Okay.
Yeah, come on.
If we announce
they want
their
the
name,
love.
maybe
they want
they'll come back
They
and race,
specifically love it. They love it. All right.
All right.
Here we are. Plus 30. Oakley first, Mestry second, and fourth and third. Guitardo fourth, and Reed in the fifth place spot.
Just a reminder, June 24th, 25th, Lazy Springs. We're going to be
Round eight.
Swinging on the zip lines. We're going to be doing some fishing. And then Sunday, we're going to be doing I4MX round 8.
Boom.
All right.
Here we are. Back to the program. Plus 45. Ice, first place. Moore in that second spot. Beam in third. Niquan Co. In fourth, and Ulrich in fifth.
What about John? You haven't announced John. I think John's leading.
Cena?
John Andres. Maybe it's still to come.
Yeah, plus 55. Andres.
Yes, sir. Old John.
There you go. First place spot, 540. Hector Rodriguez second with 420. Mike Kemper third with 350 points.
Let's talk a little bit about the senior class.
Hang on. Look who came back.
Oh, I know. Robert Noah came back.
I like that.
But this year, Robert Noah usually wins a bunch, right? So this year, Robert
Bram Brown's beating Robert
He got
Noah.
some work, so he couldn't do it. So Robert hasn't been able to commit to the whole series. So this opens up the door to like 5 different classes. Because usually he tries to win about 5 classes. So this opens up the door for pretty much 45, 50, so yeah. And then Paul Sparks, same thing. He goes down. He was a champion, I believe, last year. So he goes down and so yeah, that opens up the doors for a lot of plus classes.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
I'm pulling for all these guys.
Where were we at, champ, before you? All right, Vet
Last
Open.
page, we're getting
Vet
down to the
Open.
end.
Here we go. Sefton Barnes, first place. Austin Chisholm, second. Donaldson, third. Andrade, fourth. Battling out with Guitardo and Bell. You got quad beginner. Colbert in first. Walsh in second. Lockhart, third. Gassard, fourth. And Placoitis in fifth. Rocking it out. Quad advanced. Noble in first. Extreme Open. Oakley, Alves, and Bryan.
With the quad race,
450 beginner. What?
The kid Tyler Hagel. So like he's moved up from the beginners. He's graduated up, and then now these guys, he's the guy to beat now. He's the kid that's kind of pulled the old Chet Lawrence on him.
450 beginner. You got the Ice in first place.
All right.
460. Anton in second with 450. Then you got Brady in third, Snyder fourth, and Withrow in the 5th place spot. Nice to see it. 450C. Simblat in that first place spot. Barnes in second with 450.
Didn't come. That's
50 points behind. Yeah, that's not good.
This is
giving it up.
This stretch, it's like making things close. People, I always tell, do what you can do, but it's coming down to the end, and it's valuable points if you miss. So
yeah, absolutely. All righty. Joseph Hansen third, Cowherd fourth, and Gonzalez in 5th. That's the 450C top 5.
Yep.
450. Oh wait, no, that says no jump. Tyson Nathy.
Tyson.
He had a good battle down going this weekend. He's got 510 points in first. Anthony Y in second. Javier Alvarez in third, and Frank Miza fourth. Marcus Reed in 5th. That's that top 5 for no jump. Got the 85 beginner big wheels. Williams in that first place spot, and Matthew in second with only 50 points behind
soon
first place.
As this series is over, like there's a bunch of people that's got to go out the class. They got to go out the beginners. He's one of Bryce Williams, Matthew. The beginner. Yeah, they got to go move up to super many, and then that's gonna open up the door for some other people. Same thing with 125, 250 beginner, 450. There's a bunch of people that's they're beginners. They started the series, but then they gotten experience through 10, 11 races. So by the end of this series, they're pretty decent. So then they're ready to move up. So just wanting to let people know ahead of time. I'll be announcing at the banquet too.
Absolutely. Tyler Held in third. This is the 85 beginner big wheel.
Yep, he's
Dwyer
right
fourth and Moore in 5th. Quad intermediate. Pagel first. Comtoy second. Dominica is in third. Corelli fourth. Dahlbahn in 5th.
Dahlbahn, it was good to see him. I haven't seen him in a while. So,
yep. Lane Thompson leading the 85 stars of tomorrow.
Big class.
Hines is in second. Brody Hines has been rolling, man.
550 to 460.
Yeah.
So Hines is on that roll. So he's going to try to make a run.
Yeah, Tebow right
now
there
has got the comfortable lead, but that could, you got to be consistent. So yeah,
absolutely.
It's going to test these kids all the way down to the end.
It's 100 points from first in between first, 100 points in between first and second, and then 100 points between second and third.
Yep. So we'll see how
who
this
gets
thing
it
plays out.
Yep. Plus 60. Bruner first, Brown second, Noah third, Godoy fourth, and Clement 5th.
opened that plus 60 door up. So awesome that Deani taking advantage of it, as he's been through a bunch of injuries and different stuff. So it's good to have him back. And
Absolutely. Vetnavi, Brady in first, Boogan in second, Johnson third, Driscoll fourth, and Wolf in that 5th place spot.
sounds like it's going to be that's a pretty good little class as well.
Little.
31. I mean, there's a bunch of people,
Way more.
but it's a good little battle between top 5.
Absolutely.
5 guys, so
85C, here we are, Trenton Day, first place, Mason Kringle second, Bowling third, Burgess fourth, and Colton Pitts in that 5th place spot. Youth Buggy, Cason White first, Gabriel Santos second, Valentino Galante third, Valencia Galante fourth, and Justice Hatch in that 5th place spot. Adult Buggy, you got Bacoides in first.
JD.
There you go. Rocking it hard. Abel second. Wall in third. Moore in fourth. And Lamson and Brodick in that 5th and 6th place spot. Battling down for that 5th place spot. Quad Open. Pagel leading it around with Comtois in second. Birchfield third. Dom Nobel in the 4th. And Corelli in 5th. We didn't have do we have Birchfield? Yeah, Birchfield.
Yeah,
was there
we did put a video out yesterday on Facebook and then YouTube, but I didn't title it. I've been doing all this stuff, so I didn't.
I've been trying to
title it
teach them, but
the right way. So make sure if you want to check out the video, just search for it on YouTube. And we put a Dade City round 7 out I4MX. So
yep. Here we are, 50 senior beginner. Bon Giovanni. That 1st place spot. Rogers second. Perez third. Freeman 4th. Battling down with the 74 of Osceola. Nice. Here we are. Clipping more to go. Again, tell them about the banquet real quick. Tell them. Make sure they get those tickets.
Yeah, the banquet just that is going to be September 23rd at the Dan Cannon building. It's going to be at Dade City. And what we do is we do a big dinner for everybody. So it's, full food. Everything is included with the ticket. It's a good time as we do full overall awards for every class, as long as you're eligible and you raced 9 out of the 11 classes. Whatever place you finish, you'll be getting an award. And it's a nice time for the whole family. A lot of giveaways, and it's just our celebration for the year, pretty much. And then the rest of the year is more. We have a little Triple Crown. We do more races the rest of the year, but it's more on a smaller scale. And then we come back next year again. We ramp it up for our big series. So this is our big series, and then we go into our banquet. The rest of the year we do it a smaller series, but we don't do a big banquet and
Grand Prix.
So it's just this is the bigger one, and it's gonna be a good time. The banquet September 23rd. We're gonna party, and
get your tickets.
Absolutely.
16 to 24 class college boy. Here we are. Nathan Thompson in first, Gunnar Pettis second, and Merrick third, Fortin in 4th, and Vagan in that 5th place spot. 85, 12 to 50 beginner. Ethan Sullivan in that 1st place spot with 610 points, with Ryan Yates in second with 600 points. So that's a close battle right there.
Good
Followed with
battle
Cody Johnson as well. He's in 3rd with 580.
Yes, good battle.
Ferris 4th.
65 or 85 beginner. I'll have to start paying attention
Mosley.
a little bit more to that. The 365 to 14. Yeah, I've seen a little bit of that
good
battle.
Absolutely. All right, you got the 50 e-bike. Ben's in that 1st place spot, battling it down, tied with Kendall.
This is
in second. Styles 3rd.
Pretty cool class.
560.
It's the first inaugural year of that class. So
Yep.
that's pretty special. E-bike first year I4MX. Yeah.
Yep. That's it, actually. Wow.
All right.
There you go.
So,
Give me that piece of
this
paper
is
back.
the points, and what we're doing is leading into round 8 this week, or this round will be it'll be a pivotal round. So there's no more back sign-ups. It'll be a shootout to the end, and then we'll have a little bit of a break after Lazy, but then we're going to go into 3 in a row, which I didn't really want to do that.
But it's okay. We got to. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
But how that came up, if you notice how the series been going every 2 weeks. That's what I was doing, planning down to the end. But then Miami wanted in, and there was nowhere to put them.
So we slapped them in the middle.
So they went right there in the middle.
Now we got a hamburger.
3 in a row. So that's how that went down. Pretty much I was trying to plan the every 2-week thing, but things worked out the way it worked out. So
it's all right.
But we got the summer camp, lazy, then the last 3, the banquet. We're planning next year as we got some triple crowns. We're going to do like 2 or 3 triple crowns, and then we're going to do some Grand Prix racing. If you've never done Grand Prix with us,
it's fun.
It's a lot of fun as we connect tracks, wood trails, different stuff. It's like a 7-8 minute lap time, and then we run 30-minute motos. A lot of people are like, oh, we do 3 laps, 3 laps. With that many people, that's all really we can do. But on them races, we purposely do the big long motos, and it's a little different actions. So definitely check out one of them. We're trying to build that. Haven't had much success as we've had little turnouts.
It was the first year.
We're trying to get better at it. So but that'll be happening more later this year. So
will you be posting the points tonight? You're asking for a lot, Tammy. Stop.
Yeah, I'll have Becky post them up for you. So but yeah, points is done. I'll have Becky, she usually shoots them for Facebook and
Yep. Got any questions, definitely reach out to Kenny and Becky on Facebook or email. They'll be happy to get with you and answer any questions you may have. If you pre-register online before the races, don't forget to come up to the office and finish up your sign up, as you do have to finish signing up online or when you do online in person.
Yes, got to get your armband. So Eddie can check your armband and get you out there. So make sure if you sign up online, you still got to check in. Also, after your motos, there's a time on the sheet. That means there's a protest period. So like that time's on the sheet. That means, it's like usually 15 minutes. So just look at the times on the sheet. If it says 4:10, at 4:10, you can go get your trophy. So that's pretty much how that works. And that's the reason why there's times on the sheets, because there's a protest period. If something happens here, we give you your first place, and he runs off happy.
I got first place.
And then this protest happens, and then you
wait a minute. I already posted on social media. I got first.
No, I need that trophy back. So
not cool, man.
That's how that kind of plays in effect. So
I'm not coming back.
That's pretty much what happens with the times on the posting sheets. So, but yeah, it was a lot of fun this week protesting. We had several little incidents where we had to figure out, and one wasn't a protest, but he got a white and then a checkered. So white checkered, and he needed to go the extra lap.
Yeah, but he didn't.
He didn't go the extra lap.
He
pulled off in the checkered flag. So basically, by him pulling off and not going back around, like 4 people unlapped themselves from him. So yeah, it's just, if you get that white flag, make sure you go the extra lap. If you get the checkered flag and you get lapped, you got to go off. But that kind of case, they learn from it and move on.
Exactly. It's all about learning. That's what we're here to do. Again, this is the podcast for Lazy Springs. Will not be happening this weekend. It'll be happening next week. Not next week, but next weekend.
June 24th, 25th. June 24th, 25th. So yeah.
Round 8.
Next week we won't be here. We'll be on location at Okeechobee, and then we'll be meeting you at Lazy Springs June 24th.
Absolutely. You got anything else to say?
That's it. Thank you, guys. I appreciate everybody for coming out. The quads, the buggies, everybody represented. The classes, I couldn't be more proud of as far as the battles, and then the families, of course. We couldn't do it without you guys.
Absolutely. I want to thank you guys a lot. Our sponsors as well. Thank all of our sponsors as well.
For sure. Could not do it without them. As big thanks to all the sponsors. And like I say, we're going to be doing a big banquet. We're going to have some party, and it's going to be awesome.
Absolutely. Again, if you got any questions, definitely reach out. Banquet, get your banquet tickets, and we'll see you guys soon.
Yes, sir. Thanks, Matt Bell. Appreciate you coming on.
Wait a minute. That ain't how we roll out.
On stage in the girl scream, make them hot, make them melt like ice cream.
Peace.
Forgiato, blow. Blonde chick in a yellow Lamborghini. Bad bitches keep